Hello golfers, it's John Dunigan coming to you with some more Carside coaching. Non-golf swing, things that can make your golf swing go wrong. Namely, tempo, tension, timing. Call it rhythm if you will. Now, I get that there are elements of the golf swing. Yesterday, I pulled too many irons, and, I think I was not hitting the inside of the ball enough. My ball flight was starting to the left and kind of staying right there. So that tells you that there wasn't much difference between my face and path. Most likely, both were going just a little bit left, but enough that I pulled a couple wedges. They hit the green, but they were 40 feet. Not that good. So I get that, yep, in my case, one of my tendencies, and boy golfers, you better know your tendencies in golf. One of my tendencies as I've gotten older, my hips are so tight because I stand up for 11 to 12 straight hours a day teaching golf. I get real tight and I don't turn on the backswing. Now, it's kind of interesting. I don't use the key turn. My shoulders, get my shirt buttons turned behind the golf ball, pointed behind the golf ball, or I will use another kind of cool thing for me that works, keeps the focus external. I'll use, get the grip, the handle of the golf club more behind me at the end of the backswing, and that makes me turn. My brain knows how to do it, right? I try not to get my brain to have to think about how to move. I think about doing something with my golf club usually, or some external focus that gets my brain to want to do that for me automatically. Yeah, fine. But that's a swing mechanic kind of thing that certainly actually did help during the round. However, there are some times when, one of my favorite sayings to my little kids, you gotta remember my third grade coaching style, for all the stuff I know about ground forces and torques at the handle, 3D motion analysis, and all that stuff that I know, I prefer to coach at the third grade level. So anyway, I say to the kids and adults, rushing leads to nushing. So sometimes we get into a situation where we are under perceived pressure, and the reason for the air quotes is because guess what? We are not doing brain surgery out here. We're hitting a freaking ball. So I do think we all need to just lighten up. But that said, you get a little nervous. I get, you put me in front of a PGA Tour player like just happened yesterday, and man, I am so nervous at first because here I am supposed to be this super golf coach, and then, so my reputation in my eyes rests upon, boy, you better be able to hit this golf ball well, and I get all kinds of nervous. It takes me a while to settle down, but I totally rushed like you cannot believe the first swing, but it was a driver, and I absolutely hammered it dead straight down the middle. Didn't loosen me up though, and I completely mishit my first approach shot. I completely mishit my second approach shot and started to kind of settle down after a little while. And interestingly enough, I was just trying to get myself to control my pace because I could feel it, that I was revving the engines. Now, you look at that golf swing on videotape, it is not going to look any different than my normal. I have a, I would say, fairly smooth looking golf swing without a ton of speed, frankly. But it doesn't, there's a nice flow to it. You wouldn't see positionally or where the club was going any difference between those rushed swings and the rushed ones. You can't see it. But that rush throws off my timing, maybe even my balance, maybe, but certainly my timing, and that's where the bad shot comes from. So sometimes when your golf swing is highly trained in, sometimes one of the best things to think about is just maintaining your rhythm or your tempo, whatever you want to call it. And remember, you can have a very fast swing. Okay, that'll be a fast tempo, but it can still be rhythmic. Think about it. Back through. That's fast rhythm. Back through. That's slow rhythm, but the timing was still similar. Right? And you'd want to keep those similar from shot to shot so you don't blow the timing of your swing. Because I don't care what anybody says. This is forever, ever, ever going to be a game of timing. There's so many moving parts of this golf swing. So we want to keep our timing requirements, well, we can't keep them to a minimum. It's not going to happen. But you want to make sure you're not messing around with your timing, right? And likewise, you get real tense. And I've seen some people, you could see they're gritting their teeth hitting a golf ball, right? Well, now you're so tight all the way up your hand, forearm, up to your neck, and holy cow. Then your beautiful swing can't work again because you're so damn tight. So sometimes you have to consider these external to the swing ideas that greatly affect your swing. Tempo, tension, rhythm, timing, okay? So investigate that in a really cool context. What I ask people to do is so simple. It's like, okay, listen, get a concept, an idea of how tense are you when you're hitting it good? What's your rhythm like when you're hitting it your best? And try to keep coming back to there. Try to find that on the range as you warm up, and try to find it and maintain it as you play. Very helpful. It's very helpful. Okay, Dunigan out. Hit 'em great.